You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
The following is a live sports presentation of GLICOD. GLICOD.com.
GLICOD's coverage of Southern Indiana high school football starts now.
Thank you for joining us on this holiday weekend as GLICOD presents Southern Indiana High School football tonight as we are at Silver Creek High School for the Floyd Central Highlanders taking on the Silver Creek Dragons. Floyd Central coming in 0-2, the Dragons 1-1, and it's time to introduce everybody this evening. And for that, I'm again Dr. Todd Carter. Alongside me is Coach Jim Kazmarek. And upstairs is Christian Sanchez running the camera. Jeff Cooper running our computer here for us this evening. And Coach, we've got the Highlanders coming in 0-2, a couple of tough ball games against Louisville teams, Male and Manual. And we've got the Silver Creek Dragons sitting at 1-1. We saw them week 1 against Charlestown, and then they really rebounded last week with a nice game against Salem.
Well, it's good to be back, first of all. I'm sorry I missed last week. I know you had a great game. It doesn't happen very often. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is a powerhouse 5A team. And Floyd Central, don't let their 0-2 record fool you. They're a good football team because they played two of the best teams, not only in Louisville, but in the state of Kentucky.
Right.
And so their 2-0 is deceiving. Silver Creek, on the other hand, is 1-1. They had a good bounce-back win last week against Salem. They needed that. They needed to regain their confidence. So you got the strength and power of a big Floyd Central team being 5A against the speed and quickness of a smaller, more agile Silver Creek team. So it's really, I think, two opposites tonight.
Well, and as we will discuss here in a few moments, we'll talk about keys to the game and what both teams need to do. But first, let's take a look at tonight's weather. Tonight's weather forecast is presented by Voyner's Auto Repair at 1903 Dutch Lane in Jeffersonville. And it is about 87 out there. The real feel is more like 89 or 90. It is very humid. I put at the bottom of the graphic there, Coach, maybe a pickle juice night tonight. It might be one of those nights where we may see some cramping.
Yes, I hope that both teams have taken my advice and gone to the pickle juice for their hydration.
All right. Well, so our game day weather, again, brought to you by Voyner's Auto Repair, 1903 Dutch Lane in Jeffersonville. Well, let's toss it away, and when we come back, we will have more and hear from Coach Bragg of the Floyd Central Highlanders on the countdown to the kickoff here on GLICOD.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voyner's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're up front with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Family owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure. But it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
I'm a tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs, Jeffersonville Allstate agent, Packy Page today.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page, with offices in Jeffersonville and Floyd's Knobs. Allstate, you're in good hands.
I'm with Coach James Braga, the Floyd Center Highlanders. Coach, great night for football. I know you're excited about a big game here. Coach, you start the season with two of the best teams in Kentucky, and then you come in and play a really top-notch 4A team. Do you look at this as a way to really find out about your team? Tell me what your outlook is when you're with these three games.
You know, these three games, they're all non-conference games. So, once again, we're just trying to get better and improve ourselves for conference play, and then, of course, a run in the playoffs. So, you know, Silver Creek's very well-talented, very well-coached, and we're just, you know, hoping to keep playing Highlander football and get better every week, you know. Male came out. We played extremely well against them last week. Played a DuPont Manual team that, wow, I mean, they were unbelievable on the field. Yeah. And, you know, we got better last week too. So we just want to continue to get better, you know, come out here, compete, tackle well, block well, and then, of course, you know, we want to win the game tonight, but we want to keep getting better for our conference play. Well, those kind of games help you find out what you're good at and what you need to work on. And what did you find out? What are you good at? What can we look forward to tonight? Well, you know, we've cleaned up our passing game a little bit. You know, against Male, we were more ground and pound with Bernardi. And then against DuPont, they took away the running game, so we had to throw the ball a little bit more. And we were successful, you know. We found out that we could throw it downfield, but we just got to compete for the ball. You know, the biggest thing tonight is to make sure that when the ball's up in the air, the 50-50 balls, we got to come out on top. And last week, we didn't. We were a little bit in the negative side of that. And we got to make sure tonight with the 50-50 balls, offensively and defensively, we're on the right side of it. Well, Tristan Robinson, your quarterback, got a lot of experience, started last year for you, most of the season, come back this year. I know he's a strong-arm quarterback, likes to run, and you do a lot of things with him. Is that what we're going to see tonight? Oh, yeah, you know, we need him to play successful, but at the end of the day, it's a full gambit of what we need to be successful with and players, you know. Biebelhauser's going to have to carry the load a little bit for tailback. Andrew Gibson's going to have to carry back there. Sean Grant's kind of a committee thing. And then we got to get our receivers going. You know, Jake House has got to get some more touches. Max Granger, heads up. Max Granger needs to get some more touches. Eli Brandon, you know, we need to play to our strengths. And that's our seniors that have been on the field for, 2 years. You know, a lot of our seniors, we only have 12 of them, but we went through, I think 7 of them have started at some point for about 2-3 years almost. So we just need to put ourselves in a good position to have those guys be successful on the field, and that'll help us be successful as a team. Well, I look at Biebelhauser as kind of a Swiss Army knife football player for you. He plays like 3 or 4 different positions. I'm looking forward to seeing him tonight. You know, tonight he's going to be on defense. He'll start at corner for us. But, offensively, He'll line up at quarterback tonight. He's going to line up at a fullback position. He'll be tailback, and he's going to be in the slot receiver. So it's one of those jokes at practice. Our coaches say, hey, I used to love those Where Waldo books are. Well, where's Bieblehauser on this play? What's he doing? Is he actually in the play? Is he a decoy? What's going on? So, and other teams, are starting to key on that a little bit. And down the road, we got to make sure we break some tendencies. But tonight, you're going to see him all over the place, and the ball's going to be in his hands somewhere.
Well, I'm looking forward to watching him play. He was one of my favorite players last year when we watched him play, too.
Yeah.
Coach, thanks for your time, and good luck to you tonight.
Thank you. Sorry about that. You about got it.
Credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone, on their back, and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net.
When you first find out that you've been diagnosed with breast cancer, you feel like someone sucked the air out of you. I'm a mother and I have a granddaughter, and my first thought was, I need to know what is going on with my health. Priority Radiology made me feel better about the process. First person I saw was smiling. They were very compassionate, from the front desk to the technicians to the doctors. Leaving Priority Radiology left me with hope, knowing that early detection saved my life.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from GLICOD.
Time for Keys to the Game. Tonight's Keys to the Game presented by Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet. And for those Keys to the Game, we'll turn right back to Coach Kazmarek. And Coach Kaz, what are we thinking first for the visiting Floyd Central Highlanders?
Well, in a game like this, Floyd is a bigger, stronger team. They need to take their dominance immediately. They need to show Silver Creek right away that we are going to dominate this game. Take some chances, be aggressive, dominate the game early and often. Take Silver Creek out of the game immediately. Tristan Robinson, their quarterback, I think needs to have a big game for them. I think he's one of the better quarterbacks. We said that last year when we watched him play.
Yep.
He's a big, strong kid. He's got a strong arm. He's elusive. Floyd does a lot of nice things with him moving. I look for him to have a big game tonight. Floyd Central's defense needs to find their footing. I know they played male. I know they played manual, but giving up 90 points in 2 games, that's a lot of points.
Yep.
That's a lot of points. They need to find their footing. Tonight would be the night to do that, to get them ready for the Hoosier Hills Conference. And lastly, they need to contain Caden Oliver. He is a very elusive running quarterback, and they need to be able to contain him. If they give him the edge, he's going to take advantage of that, and he'll beat them several times.
All right, let's switch to the Silver Creek Dragons. And for the Silver Creek Dragons, let's see if we can get them up here. There they are. 1 second here.
That's all right.
Now, Coach, start talking about Silver Creek Dragons.
And speaking of Caden Oliver,
yep.
I think it's very important for Silver Creek tonight that Caden has a big game.
Right.
Their offensive line needs to give him time to throw deep. He needs to be a good pocket passer so he can throw deep. Offensive line needs to give him that time. And then his running ability should be on called runs, where Coach Pappenhaus has a specific quarterback running play. Scrambling, he's effective, he's elusive, but I don't think Silver Creek can win with that. They can win with his arm throwing deep.
Right.
And they can win with called plays. They need to get a quick start. If I was Coach Papp and I won the toss, I'd want the ball right away. I want a quick start. I want to take it down real quick. Use my speed. I think if Silver Creek has an advantage, the key to this would be their speed versus the size of Floyd Central. Silver Creek has a lot of good, speedy, aggressive, elusive kids. And then offensive line needs to create some holes for Berkeley, because Berkeley's a good runner. He proved it last week. So create some holes in there. You don't have to have big holes. Berkeley's a pretty quick little runner.
Well, again, tonight's keys to the game presented by Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet. And it's time to step away. We're going to hear from some of our great GLICOD sponsors when we return. Coach Kaz had the chance to talk to Coach Pappenhaus. We'll be back for that as we count down to the kickoff here Friday night, Labor Day weekend on GLICOD.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
This second shift, this old pair of pants, this staycation, this brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it, to protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer. Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah! 1 second.
I guess their faces are safe. This is the...
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from GLICOD.
I'm with Coach Dave Pappenhaus of the Silver Creek Dragons before the big game against Floyd Central. Coach, I got to ask you, how pleased are you right now with the work that Caden Oliver's added to your team?
Really pleased. I think we talked about it earlier, of just having to come from a different school and learning a new coach and new players and a new school day and schedule and everything on top of all the football stuff with that. So Caden's done a really good job of coming and fitting in with the kids, and I think he's really popular amongst the locker room. He's shown great leadership through the summer, and he's done really well when we've called on him.
Well, Coach, let me ask you this. Would you prefer that he stay in the pocket because he's a good strong arm, he's a good pocket passer, or are you pleased with his scrambling running ability? And if that's the case, do you have any planned running plays for him?
With that, yes, and yes. We would like for him to stay in the pocket a little longer when we have more of our true drop back passes called. He is very elusive. We've had some, a rougher transition throwing the ball as much as we've thrown it so far this year. That's probably been one of our downfalls is our pass protection. And, a lot of that's self-inflicted, making the wrong calls, things of that nature. And we're young up front in places and inexperienced. So, hopefully that's getting, I think our offensive line improved drastically from week 1 to week 2, and I hope that we continue to see that improvement as we go along.
So the idea is to try to keep Caden clean, in other words, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, there are some things that we have in to get him running the ball, but, with that, we've got some pretty capable running backs, so we're not too shy to hand it off either.
How big was the bounce-back win last week against Salem?
I was big. It was still a pretty sloppy game, pretty ugly. We had 4 empty trips inside the 5-yard line that we got no points out of. And that probably sticks in my craw the worst. That had we scored on all 4 of those possessions, I think it looks like a really nice bounce-back win. But that being said, took care of business, got a conference win, and we had some really good film with a lot of stuff, to show to get better on.
Found a good running back in Charles Berkeley.
Yeah, we did. Charles did some really good things, and when he decides to be the guy, he can really, really carry the mail for us. Hopefully he's going to continue on an upward trend.
We look forward to seeing him play tonight. Coach, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
I'm your cat. And ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is 1 billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like meow.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with GLICOD in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from GLICOD.
Time for the storylines. Tonight's storylines brought to you by Community Action of Southern Indiana. Be a part of the youth empowerment movement at voiceindiana.org. And our storylines this evening, we got a few of them. I'll ask Coach Kaz to expand, but how does Floyd Central react to two big losses? Intimidation factor, and he can expand on that. And then Floyd Central would certainly like to even the score after Silver Creek came into Floyd last year and blanked them 26-0. Coach?
Well, the last one is the first one I'll talk about. The best way to even that score is to be aggressive and take it from the very beginning, from the kickoff on defense or on offense, and be very, very aggressive and be aggressive with your defense, be aggressive with your offense, and that you need to. That's the way you're going to even this score. You're going to intimidate the Silver Creek players and just get after it. So that game last year should really stick in their craw. You mentioned how do they deal with two straight losses. Well, as a coach, when you're watching the video and you look at things, how do we get better? How do we get better watching these videos? How do we get better? And on a loss, you pick out the big things and not worry about some of the little stuff. On a win, you nitpick. You find the smallest little detail to coach the kids up, and you get very upset with a kid taking a wrong step. When you lost, that step's not that important. You just want to look at the big picture.
All right, those are tonight's storylines brought to you by Community Action of Southern Indiana. Be a part of the youth empowerment movement at voiceindiana.org as we will head to our final break as pre-game break number 5, Jeff, and we will get to that and come back. We'll have the kickoff for you here on GLICOD.
In one fell swoop, one innocent city will be left with one burning question.
What? No.
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Nobody wants to be told that they have cancer. When you find out that you have cancer, you want to make sure and try to get it treated as quickly as possible. That's what Priority Radiology did for me. The time they saved me from fretting about it is something I can't repay. They got me my results within 3 hours. It's unheard of to get that kind of results that quick. I can't hardly tell you how important that was for my mental state. It really helped me get through that day.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
From GLICOD, it's Southern Indiana High School football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Jim Butner Auto in Clarksville, striving to keep you driving. Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page, he puts you in good hands. German American Bank, strengthening our community since 1910. Priority Radiology in New Albany, you have a choice. Interstate Batteries, the car battery auto techs prefer. Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Big O Tires, State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb, and Northside Security. Now to the field for all the action of Southern Indiana High School football on GLICOD.
Will receive. No, they decline. As we are getting set for the kickoff, coin toss underway. Floyd Central wins the toss, and they will defer to the second half. So Silver Creek will get the ball first. And, Coach, let's quickly look at the starting lineup for the home offense. They will go as follows, if I get my page right. Across the front, Hoffman, Gehring, Campbell, Hobbs, and Newman. Caden Oliver at the quarterback, Colin Hatfield the tight end. Wide receivers, Jackson Cerna, Bryce Henderson, and Darius Gray. Wyatt Hoffman in the backfield, but that will be a bit of backfield by committee, I know, for Coach Pappenhouse. And let's go ahead and look at the away defense. And so for the Floyd Central Highlanders, they go as follows. Gibson, Jones, Hunt, and Harrison, the defensive line. And then the three linebackers, Lockhart, Howes, and Gibson. And then the defensive backs, Sean Grant, Jordan Fonda, Max Granger, and Eli Branham. And those are your starting lineups. As we have Max Granger out to boot the ball back, and it's Hoffman back there, as well as Henderson. Henderson on the near hash for the Silver Creek Dragons, and through the end zone.
Granger is one of the strong leg kickers in our area. Seems like he's been playing forever. I think I remember Max Granger playing 5 years ago for Floyd Central.
Yeah.
He does seem to have been a kicker. Floyd Central has a history of having outstanding kickers. Max is just another one of those kickers that Floyd Central is very proud of.
Okay, so 1st and 10 as the first quarter gets underway, as Caden Oliver, transfer from Madison, hands the ball off. First play of the game. Not much of a gain there, if any. That was Wyatt Hoffman on the carry.
Yep.
So far this season, he's had 8 carries for 21 yards and a touchdown and a catch for 5 yards.
Andrew Gibson, linebacker, read that play perfectly. He stepped up right into the hole. You could tell Floyd's practice against that particular play.
So Caden Oliver thus far on the season has not had a touchdown pass, has thrown 3 interceptions. That was Henderson in motion, and cuts it upfield. Short gainer, going to make it third, and looks like about 6 or 7.
Yeah.
They're gonna say first third down and 7 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Floyd Central does a nice job on the edge. Their outside linebacker and their defensive end on that left side does a real nice job of controlling that edge and not letting the receiver running back get around the outside. Good defensive effort there.
So Silver Creek sends 2 wides out, wide to this near side. Oliver escapes, then here comes the defense, and wrapped up and sacked down for a big loss.
That was Andrew Gibson again. Makes a big tackle on the first play, and I think that's one of the things Coach Pappenhouse would rather see Caden do, is to stay in that pocket. He had an open receiver. There was a receiver there. If he would have just stepped up, throwing the ball, he's going to get hit anyways. So you might as well throw and complete a 15-yard pass and then get hit.
And that's Cooper Murley back to punt the ball away, gets the ball away, out to about midfield, takes a Silver Creek bounce into Floyd territory. As the ball is downed, we are set for the Highlanders to come out on offense. Let's briefly bring over their starting lineup if we can. And they go as follows: Simpson, Brown, Jones, Simpson, Brown, and Ziegler across the front, although I understand that Ziegler may have been a late scratch. Tristan Robertson, the quarterback, Sam Lockhart, the tight end, Branham, Biebelhauser, and Granger are the wide receivers. Sean Grant, the running back. Robertson, handoff to Grant, pardon me.
And I was incorrect. Ziegler is playing.
Is out there,
yeah,
okay.
He is out there. And I'm not sure who we saw on the sideline, but Ziegler is out there playing. Good for him. Glad he's not injured.
And for the Silver Creek Dragons on defense, Brett Wilson, Eli Newman, Elijah Bandy across the front. 5 linebackers, Hoffman, Gerlach, Fugit, Gehring, and Kearney. And then defensive backs Mosley, Calhoun, and Berkeley. High snap and quick handoff to Grant, or pitch, I should say. And tackled for a loss of a good yard, maybe yard and a half on the play. Going to make it 3rd and about 8.
That's where the speed of Silver Creek pays off on those plays there. I think Floyd is going to be better off by pounding the ball inside,
right,
and then throwing the ball over the top. Pound it inside, get Silver Creek's defensive backs to start playing up for the run, and then dump it up over their head. I don't think that they're going to be able to run wide.
So Granger and Biebelhauser are the wide receivers on the far side of the field. Robertson gets it to Branham. Branham makes a nice move there after the catch, and yards after catch gives him a first down.
Yep, and that's a nice play. A 7-yard pass and a 4-yard run gives you a first down.
So Floyd Central into Silver Creek territory.
And there's our Swiss Army knife. Biebelhauser's at quarterback now. They just switched around.
They switched
We're
around.
going to see what happens here.
That usually means it will be
a quarterback
some form
running
of
play?
a wildcat.
Yeah, there it
some
is.
sort of a running play.
Empty backfield with just Biebelhauser back there.
Although he can throw the ball.
He can
Ian
play
Biebelhauser. He's just going to run it right up the middle. He runs behind one of those big offensive linemen. He was running behind Emerson Jones, the left tackle, and carries it for a first down and more. Nice run play there.
Nice run there. And also Justin Bowen, Justin Bowen, the other guard on that side. Nice blocking. And that's the strength of Floyd Central. They're big, strong offensive line, running the ball straight ahead, throwing the ball.
That was Justin Brown, just as a FYI.
Was it Brown?
Brown, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No problem. Now Biebelhauser stays in that shotgun formation. Now Granger in motion. High snap, handoff to Granger on the end around.
Oh.
He's got the first down and a little more, but penalty flag comes in. It lands at about the 18-yard line, so let's see if this one's going to come back.
Holding.
Coach thinks holding, and so holding against the Highlanders, that will negate that play and back Floyd up. And was well executed, but
and that's how he got outside, because
right.
the left tight end had a nice hold and did a little reach around. And so if you want to hold, you got to hold and then let go. If you just keep holding, they're going to catch you.
As we are about halfway, not quite halfway through this first period on a beautiful September night, Labor Day weekend. Glad you're spending some time with us this evening. 3 wide outs to the near side. 2 of them in a stack. 1 to the left. Robertson throws, and that's to Branham. He's got some room. 10-5. Touchdown, Eli Branham for Floyd Central.
You see how quickly Tristan Robinson got that ball out of his hands also. They got the snap, pass, gone.
And let's see it here.
Watch how quickly he gets the ball out of his hands.
And then nice run after catch.
That's just running. And that was Branham?
That was Eli Branham.
Nice play.
First quarter, 7:17 left. Floyd Central on that pass play. As Granger puts it up and puts it through. And so on that play from the 24-yard line, Floyd Central on top, 7-0. Let's break away. When we come back, we'll have more first quarter action for you here on GLICOD.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from GLICOD.
7-0 our score, and we've got a chance maybe to look at that play one more time as Branham, nice yards after catch, and finds pay dirt.
So you don't have to throw a 30-yard pass for a touchdown. You can throw a 1-yard pass, and you got a good runner, a good receiver that can make things happen in the open field. He's zip, zip, zoop, gone, using his speed, and
a couple wide receivers also willing to block downfield.
That's right.
Doesn't hurt.
Nope.
On that screen.
Nope.
So.
Nope. That was one of the things we always try to express to our wide receivers. If you want to play, you have to block and then catch.
So Hoffman back on the far hash, and that's Henderson on the near hash for the Dragons. Hoffman lets it go over his head, and a touchback.
Boy, that's a valuable weapon. If you can have a
is.
kicker who can constantly put the ball in the end zone, you really don't have to worry about those breakaway long kickoff returns with teams getting field position on the 40, 45, 50-yard line or breaking it for a touchdown.
So the Silver Creek offense with Caden Oliver comes back out. Oliver, a senior, 6'1", 170 pounds, has a nice arm. We saw that at Charlestown. Oliver under center. Pitch back to Hoffman, tries to stretch it out, and gets a little ground there. Sees some green ahead of him. Finally knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you, Jake Howes really had a nice tackle on that play. But that's got to be Silver Creek's game plan, is they're going to have to use their speed to get outside, and Caden Oliver is going to have to throw the ball and stay in the pocket.
There's a little technical malfunction there, but now we are back. Short carry there for Berkeley.
Yeah, well, and 82 Jude Harrison.
Yep.
And 50 Emerson Jones. Tough to run against. Those are two big kids right there. They just kind of overpowered the Silver Creek guard and tackle on that side.
Handoff inside and smothered.
Same thing. You just see how Floyd Central's interior defensive line is just overpowering the Silver Creek offensive line.
Emerson Jones, big senior defensive tackle right there.
6'2", 265. He's a big young man, and I bet Mom and Daddy feed him well.
So Oliver on this 3rd and long. Throws right side. Has a man, but overthrows Bryce Henderson. So the Dragons will be forced to punt for the second possession. See who heads back. I believe it's Branham's going to be the receiver here for the Highlanders. Cooper Murley will kick the ball away.
Eli Brannon. Oh, that's a pretty good punt. Pretty good punt.
Fair catch called for. Coach just about had heart palpitations right here.
And I'm sure Coach Bragg did too. Not the way you would have coached him to catch that punt.
Ball.
But, you know, that ball was like a knuckleball. If you watched it, it wasn't a nice spiral. It was kind of knuckling, and it's kind of like I think it caught him off guard that it kind of got to him before he was expecting it.
So Tristan Robertson coming off that TD pass last time out. That was his first of the the second on the season, first of the night. Throws again. Oh, nice snatch up high. That's Branham again. Branham, he sees pay dirt. 10-5 touchdown. Branham to Robertson again on a 1st and 10 play from the 38-yard line. Wow, that was quick.
Well, and we saw that in the first game, the Charlestown game, and that's that freeze the linebacker play where you fake the dive play, you freeze the linebacker, the slot receiver breaks right where the linebacker's frozen, quick pass, easy pitch and catch, and then it's just run, just speed. Branham just has speed.
So 62-yard pass play from the 38. And kick is up. Kick is good as Granger converts again. 14-0 our score here at Silver Creek. Let's step away again. When we come back, Silver Creek will have the ball back, trying to get off the snide here as we return. First quarter action on GLICOD.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from GLICOD.
Nothing early for the Highlanders. Well, Coach, as we talked about both keys and storylines, one of the things for Silver Creek was to maybe come out and try to jump on Floyd early, but it was the reverse. Yeah, Floyd really came out and was the aggressor early on.
And we talked about that, to dominate this game, to get Silver Creek out of it as quick as they can, to make up for last year's game. Just do what they're doing, dominate. Don't let them up. You've got them down now. Put your foot on them and keep it going.
So kicked away. This time it's coming to Henderson on the near hash, or just this side the near hash. He's got a little bit of a lane, tries to get outside. Nice open field tackle there. And that was Leaf Triplett on the tackle. So the Dragons and Caden Oliver, who have had to punt their first two possessions, come on out. We've had a clean game thus far, and
one penalty, and both Silver Creek. This is an important drive. They really do need to make something happen here. Get a couple first downs. There you go. A little play action. He's got him right there.
Has a man, and that's Murley. Nice open field tackle by Branham, but a good gainer for Murley.
So,
4-yard gain.
A good designated run pass for Caden Oliver. Good play on good call on Coach's part to get a little confidence for Caden Oliver. Loosen up that Floyd Central defense. Look at how everybody's packed in. That plays into Floyd Central's strength right there.
As we're having a little bit of a glitch here, folks.
Uh-oh.
Try to get you. We had quick inside play there. Hold on as we're.
Well, again, I'll keep talking while you're working.
Yes, please do, because we are still broadcasting.
Floyd, Silver Creek has got a real tight offense, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, everybody in tight, and Floyd Central's that plays into their hands because they're a bigger, stronger team. You need to spread them out. You need to get Floyd to see. Look at Floyd Central's defense. There's 22 people
in the box there, aren't they?
There's 22 people packed in within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
So on that third down play, short gainer. So let's see what Coach Papp wants to do here. It's going to be gain of about 2. Nope. Are they going to say first down? First down. Yes.
Right,
nice carry. That was.
Was that Gehring?
I'm sorry?
Was that Gehring?
I didn't see. I believe it was.
Because he's usually their short yardage ball carrier. And once again, we've got everybody packed in here. Nope.
And not much of a gainer there.
Yeah, that was a really, really good defensive play. Cody Bieblhauser playing his cornerback spot. Does a great job of coming up and containing that edge and turning the play in. Cody Bieblhauser reminds me a lot of Trey Shane from last year.
Yeah.
Same kind of player, same kind of attitude, same desire.
See what it does. Is it sticking again?
Silver Creek's going to spread out a little bit too wide. Motion.
Down the field. Let's try something here, Jeff. I just want to see. Got live action back. Let's try cooling this down. Sorry, folks. We're having just a little bit of a glitch here. We want to try to get rid of anything possible that might be causing a glitch. So
you have to be a little bit patient and not go for the home run.
Right.
It's 2nd and 13. Go for the 7 or 8 yard pass to make it 3rd and 4 or 5. You don't need the home run right now. You can set the home run play up.
No, and that's not what's causing it. Getting some glitches here.
Holding.
Going to be a penalty.
Sam Lockhart, the linebacker from Floyd, very active linebacker, does a lot of moving around.
So flag on the play. And I know what it's doing. It's a
holding on, should be a holding on.
We're going to leave the scoreboard off there for a few minutes, folks. That seems to be hanging us up. So we will endeavor to work on that. So there was a penalty.
That's holding on Silver Creek on the pass play. Caden does a nice job of scrambling. And Sam Lockhart, the linebacker, does a really nice job of bringing him down. So, but unfortunately, it's a holding penalty for Silver Creek, and now it's 1st, 3rd, and a lot. Screen or draw. Live for another day. Punt.
As pass out to the right. No good. Folks, we're endeavoring to figure out why we're getting some glitches here.
Yeah, you gotta catch the ball before you run. I know the Floyd Central defender was right near you, but catch the ball, then run.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
So I think that was a very important series for Silver Creek.
Absolutely. Murley is back to punt here on this 4th down. I'm sorry, Coach. Go ahead.
The holding penalty really hurt them because they had a nice first down.
So fielded at the 45 by Eli Branham. Eli Branham catches that at the 45, no run back, and 1 minute 50 seconds left here in the first period. We are going to leave the leave the scoreboard off here for a moment, as we seem to be having some glitches, and we thought maybe that was causing it, but maybe it's not. We may just turn this into a bit of a radio broadcast as we're having some trouble with the video element, but we will get it as much as we can.
Okay, talk about an important series. Silver Creek's defense cannot allow another score.
And that's Biebelhauser.
Biebelhauser running
on the Wildcat.
Right. Going to see him in a lot of different positions. Tailback, quarterback, wide receiver, defensive back. I think he was working the chains earlier.
Yep.
He doesn't punt, and he doesn't kick, but he does just about everything else for Floyd Central. So Floyd could go back to that little run-pass option play and freeze that linebacker. Delay a game.
And delay a game.
Too much messing around.
So second penalty on the Highlanders.
Call your play.
Going to make it 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15.
So again, going 3 wide, 1 back. Robinson is back at quarterback. And there it is again.
Pass play again.
Same play.
Caught. And this is Biebelhauser. And he gets it into Silver Creek territory down to the 33-yard line.
So what happens now is the Silver Creek linebacker, he becomes so concerned with that pass play and not getting sucked up to the run that he's going to start laying back and playing that pass, and they're going to run the ball right at him because he's going to be backpedaling to play that pass.
Ended up.
It's a no-win. It's really a difficult situation for the linebacker.
Ended up spotting the ball at the 35.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
now,
big penetration there.
Yeah.
See who that was.
That was Brett Wilson.
It was.
6 foot 240, a junior. That is a way to stop a play.
Absolutely. Brett Wilson blows that play up for about a 4-yard loss.
Oh, jeez.
So 2nd and 13. They're calling that a 3-yard loss. As that ends the first quarter. So let's step away, hear from some of our great GLICOD sponsors. We'll try to get our scoreboard figured out for you folks. When we come back, second quarter action. Highlanders on top of the Dragons, 14-0 here from Silver Creek High School on GLICOD.
This second shift. This old pair of pants. This staycation. This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voyner's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're upfront with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Family owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from GLICOD.
Second quarter about to get underway here, and the Highlanders driving again into Dragon territory. Robertson looks to throw, airs one out, and
nice.
Overthrows his intended receiver, and that was Max Granger, and bounced off the hands of the defensive
Mosley.
back.
Yeah, Donovan Mosley does a nice job breaking on the ball. Floyd Central had 2 receivers in the same area, which drew 3 defenders into that one spot. Okay, so 3rd and 13, and they're probably in 4-down area. So try to pick up 5, 6, 7, 8 yards, and go for a 4th and 5. Get into a manageable yardage.
From 3rd and 13, airing it out and overthrowing his man. Intended receiver was Biebelhauser, but well defended there by Mosley again. And that's dangerous, honestly.
And that was a very, very good job by Mosley. If you saw, he kept his arm in there, kept the receiver off of, and kept this. That was just the way you teach it. It's not pass interference. He's using that arm to kind of hold off that receiver.
As we may try to.
So you're going to go for it on 4th down.
Going for it on 4th down. And ball falls harmlessly to the turf. Sorry we didn't get that for you, folks.
Cullen Gerlach, linebacker, knocked that down. Nice play by Cullen.
Okay.
And you're in a 4th and 13. Everybody knows you're going to pass.
Yep.
And so the defense plays back against the pass. And those are situations when I was coaching that I would say, and everybody knows I'm going to pass, I'm going to run. And when everybody thinks I'm going to run, I need to pass.
Yep.
And then sometimes schools get your tendency of what you want to do in those situations. So you run a draw or a screenplay, which is off of your pass.
Now Oliver looks to air it out right side. Mosley with the catch at the 28, and pay dirt. Touchdown, Donovan Mosley. Bryce Henderson, my fault.
No, that's okay. Exciting play.
Man, exciting play from the 38-yard line.
So you see Caden Oliver, he can stand in that pocket. He stay in that pocket. He's got that strong arm, and he can throw that long ball.
Yep, sure can.
The Floyd Central defense didn't get to him. He stayed clean, stepped up into the pocket. That's a good learning situation for him.
And my apologies to Bryce Henderson, as that was another 62-yard pass play, and
Carly
Troutman knocks through the extra point. She's still thus far perfect on the year, a 6-6. So with 11:34 left, the Dragons cut in to the left in the first half, I should say. Dragons cut in to the Floyd Central lead. Let's step away, catch a quick break here on GLICOD.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
This portion of tonight's game on GLICOD is brought to you by the W.M. Kelly Company in New Albany. Apply today for a rewarding career in metal manufacturing. For more, visit WMKelly.com.
Squib kick on the kickoff gives the ball nearly at midfield to the Highlanders. So after scoring that 7 points, putting Highlanders in pretty good field position are the Dragons.
Yeah, it's tough to give them the ball on the 49-yard line and have your defense hold. And if the defense does hold, the punt's going to really put your offense in the hole down in bad field position. So we need to get that kick further down the field. which I'm sure the coaches already know.
Again, on that touchdown catch, since I got the name wrong, I want to say again, that was first time is Bryce Henderson, 5'9", 160-pound junior. And now on the run around the right side, that's Granger. Granger for about 6.
Picks up 6 yards, he's 2nd and 4.
Going to be 2nd and 4.
And Charles Berkeley on the tackle. Nice open field tackle on his part. Good play by Floyd Central getting around the corner. Granger in motion.
And Biebelhauser with the keeper in the Wildcat. He's got the first down and some more.
There's probably a pretty good chance that if Biebelhauser is
flagged down,
is the quarterback.
Flagged down at the 42 and holding against the Highlanders. And unfortunately, a player a bit slow to get up for the Dragons. And unfortunately, I do not have
a number 19 on the roster.
On my roster either. So, yep.
So I'm sorry, don't have 19 on the roster.
Like to give him credit,
yeah.
But that penalty, the 3rd against the Highlanders, just 1 for the Dragons thus far, puts him in about a 2nd and
a whole bunch.
15, yeah. Right at 2nd and 15. Line to gain the 39-yard line.
Yeah. Floyd has hurt themselves several times tonight now with penalties.
Oh, nearly picked off.
Oh.
But caught and.
Oh. That was inches.
From
being a pick
six. It sure was.
I mean, inches.
That's Isaac Kaiser, who's new in the game. 6'3", 175 pounds. Sophomore is Kaiser.
That looked like Donovan Mosley, who almost picked that up.
As from the.
All right.
On that 3rd down play,
Yeah.
gain of a couple.
Cullen Gerlach and a host of other Silver Creek Dragons and forced a punt. And all of a sudden, Silver Creek has gained a lot of momentum, and Floyd Central looks like they're struggling a little bit, and those penalties have not helped them at all.
So Granger standing at the 40-yard line. Low snap, but gets the punt away, but not a good punt. Right into the Silver Creek bench.
That was
so we are going to take this opportunity with the score 14-7 and 9 minutes on the clock. We will step away, brief break. When we come back, we will have more for you in the 2nd quarter on GLICOD.
That was only a 15-yard punt.
Or tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact.
As we return live, didn't want to miss any action. We missed enough already. Quick pitch back. I believe that was Hoffman for a short gainer. And so far, the Dragons very content to just play their game.
Yep.
Last week, they came back from an early deficit as opening kickoff for Salem went the distance.
Well, they're familiar with playing from behind.
So 2nd and 7. Again, folks, I'm sorry, our scoreboard seems to be maybe glitching the computer a little bit, so we're taking just a brief moment. And a timeout for the Silver Creek Dragons. And we will actually keep it here briefly and through this timeout. And, Coach, your thoughts now on the Dragons and what they need to do in this 8-19, not only to tie the score, but hold on to this momentum.
Well, yeah, hold on to momentum, grind it out, take some clock, but let Caden Oliver throw. He's right now, he looks good. He's comfortable back in the pocket. Let him throw it a little bit. You got Floyd Central a little bit off guard here. I don't know. They're going to pass. They're going to run. We're going to roll inside. We're going to go outside. So Silver Creek is doing the right thing right now to keep Floyd Central back on their heels. So let's see if Caden, 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7.
So Caden Oliver and company come out of this timeout trailing by 7, but working with the ball here in the second quarter. 2nd and about 7 from the 33. Oliver takes the snap, takes a few steps back. He's going to throw. He got a man downfield and overthrown ever so slightly.
That was Tyler Bach.
Tyler Bach, the intended receiver.
Yeah, Tyler got himself turned around. And when you're running deep, you got to trust your quarterback and just keep running.
Yep.
And don't get yourself turned and then try to backpedal. You keep running, trust your quarterback's going to get the ball out to you.
Yep.
Catch it over your shoulder. He was open. I mean, that was a good pass and a good play. Little play action and nice call.
So the Dragons trailing by 7, 14-7 our score with 8:12 remaining. 3rd and 7 now for Oliver. Oliver looks to throw, short pass. And that was Cooper Murley out there on the left flat. Couldn't get it into his hands.
Yeah, not very effective pass that time. Caden, I'm sure would like to have that one back and try it again. But again, Floyd had a good defensive plan there. They had the flat cover, they had the long cover. The only thing Caden had was a swing pass. He would have caught that. I'm sure he wasn't going to get the first down because Floyd Central's defense would have rallied over there.
Murley to punt.
Oh, boy.
Boots that ball away. Fielded by Branham at the 34-yard line. So Floyd Central, with 8 minutes remaining here in this first half, will head back out on offense. Thanks again, folks, for spending some time with us. Labor Day weekend, you got to get a little high school football in before colleges all started, all weekend.
What else would you do on
Friday night?
Friday night on
right.
Labor Day weekend?
You got to go to a high school football game.
That's
tune
right.
in.
Yep. Go to the game. If you can't be here, tune in to GLICOD and listen to us.
Robertson and company on this 1st and 10 from the 35. Looks to throw and puts it up and tries to lay it out there for Kaiser. Kaiser got a little bit of separation, but the ball falls harmlessly to the turf.
Still a nice play by the defensive back. Again, you hold them off, That's not pass interference.
So 2nd and 10 from the 35. So Kaiser and Biebelhauser come to the near side. Jake Howes to the far side. Lots of times Howes plays more of a tight end, but here a wide receiver. Handoff inside. And a nice run there by Andrew Gibson right up the gut.
With the carry.
Coach, that kind of looked like one of those situations where Coach Papp and Silver Creek thought they were going to pass, and so it was time to run.
Yep. Well, again, if you think I'm going to pass, then I'm going to run. If you think I'm going to run, I'm going to throw a pass. Look for the single receiver. Jake Howes is getting single coverage,
Now Howes is out of the game. We've got an I formation backfield. Handoff and first down and more again for Gibson.
Hard.
That was more of that hard run or traditional I formation.
That was old school.
It was.
That was an old school isolation play. Quarterback under center turn, hand the ball to the tailback, led by a fullback, clean out the linebacker, and hope the safety doesn't make the tackle.
So the ball on the Silver Creek 49, and Floyd kind of jumps up to the line there. Biebelhauser.
Yeah, he's back at tailback.
Nope, he's going to block. Hand off to Gibson, and not much there.
He might be better at a runner than a blocker.
I think so, too. Maybe switching that around.
Yeah, that particular play, I'm sure Coach Bragg, when he sees that on the video tomorrow, he's going to ask Biebelhauser what he was thinking on that play.
So 2nd and 7 after the short gain. Robertson back in under center. Handoff again. Gibson. And Floyd, thus far on this drive, content just to pound it.
And this is old school Floyd Central football right here. Pound it in between the tackles. Beat you to death. Just keep pounding it and pounding it. Wear down the defense. Let's see if Tristan comes in with a play action pass.
So on the 3rd down play, it's 3rd and 4. Again, folks, sorry we're having some trouble with the scoreboard, locking things up. And it's another run.
A good tackle.
Nice tackle there.
Yeah, very, very good play.
And tackle by Brett Wilson again.
Yeah, doing a good job at that defensive tackle spot there. Good job.
So now, big 4th down play.
4th down play. If I've been running the ball the way I've been running it, I guess I'd do it again.
So, ball on the 41, line to gain the 39. Robertson with that I formation.
Long 4th.
Hand off to the up back, and that was Biebelhauser, and he squirts through on that fullback dive for a couple of yards. First down. Want to let everybody know I had a chance to have a nice conversation with Silver Creek Athletics Director John Dablow earlier this week, and we will play that for you at halftime. He was very generous with his time, so we'll play that. He's going to talk about what's going on in fall sports here at Silver Creek, but also a building project that's going to happen here. Biebelhauser in the Wildcat. Nice gainer for about 5 yards there.
And Berkeley on the tackle. Floyd's Silver Creek just took a hit on their defense. Eli Newsom, their big, strong nose tackle, is off and getting his ankle worked on. They need him in the game. Hopefully it is not anything serious, and they can get him back in.
And that's Silver Creek's nose
Silver
tackle.
Creek. I'm sorry, Silver Creek.
Silver Creek's nose tackle. He is being worked on the sideline. Trainer looking at him. And a timeout on the field. So let's jump away, take one of our breaks again, and when we come back, we will have 4 minutes, 25 seconds remaining here in the first half on GLICOD.
Or tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from GLICOD.
Four minutes, 25 seconds remain here in the first half. Again, folks, sorry, our score box is causing some glitches with the computer, so we're leaving it down. We will try to repair that and get that back for the second half, as well as the ticker during the halftime break. 2nd and 5 here. Handoff again to Gibson.
Again, Floyd just seems like they're content with just pounding. Now, Silver Creek has taken 2 hits, Todd. Eli Newsom, their good nose tackle, still out of the game. Oh, here he comes back in.
He comes back in, yep.
Bigger problem for them is Caden Oliver's out. He's in the little cart here with his shoulder pads off. And number 17, a freshman, is warming up at quarterback.
Now that could be a big loss.
That's a big loss.
And on the third down play, nice second effort from Gibson, third effort, and then, quite honestly, a big old push from Justin Brown, the 294-pound junior lineman, and falls forward for the first down and more.
And, years ago, that would have been a penalty. You weren't allowed to push the running back. Nowadays, it's a standard play, especially on goal line short yardage. You take a big lineman, put him right behind the quarterback, push him in the end zone.
All right, screen freezing again, unfortunately for you there, folks. We've got a Biebelhauser run on the handoff from Robertson, left side, short gain. Going to make it 2nd and 5.
Again, Floyd is just content with pounding them and just wearing down the Silver Creek defense, especially the front 3 and the 3 linebackers. So need to come up with a big stop here. Get them in a long yardage situation.
Ball on the 12, 2nd and 6, low snap, handoff, Biebelhauser finds a little daylight and gets forward near the first down marker.
Now Darius Gray is warming up here on the sideline. There was a freshman, number 17, I'm not sure, Cam Black, was warming up, and now it's Darius Gray. Darius, of course, was a quarterback last year, so he's got experience playing quarterback.
As big nose tackle Eli Newman checks back to the sideline again for the Dragons. So 1st and goal from the 6 for the Highlanders. Robertson under center, and we've got a timeout called at the last second. Yes, we do. So with 2:24 remaining in the first half, the Highlanders leading 14-7. Let's jump out and hear from another one of our great GLICOD sponsors, and we'll be back for the finish of the first half here on GLICOD.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitor.
There we go.
Wide range of products including video surveillance.
Floyd Central, look at that thing.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
This portion of tonight's game on GLICOD is brought to you by the W.M. Kelly Company in New Albany. Apply today for a rewarding career in metal manufacturing. For more, visit W.M. Kelly.
That's on me. Biebelhauser in for the touchdown from the 6.
That's the same play they had just called a timeout on and didn't get to run. They just came back with the same play. I never like to do that because I never like to give the defense a chance to see what play I was going to call. So if there was a timeout or something happened, I would always change the play.
All right, after the extra point, we'll get the chance to see that play. We did get the replay. So Granger and Granger, that was a misheld by Biebelhauser, so no good there on the extra point. We'll see if that matters later on, but 20-7 our score. And let's see that replay. And Biebelhauser finds that left side hole and runs it in with 2:21 remaining. So Granger's extra point, no good. Kind of looked like a mishold there.
You don't see Floyd Central is normally very, very solid in their kicking game. You don't see them make kicking game mistakes. Yeah, you just don't. And that goes back years when I was coaching against them. They were always good kicking game, good punt, good kicking, solid in special teams. You don't see those mistakes. We've seen 2 now.
Look at that. There we go. We'll clear that. Wasn't even the right score anyway, folks. We're having trouble with that score box. It is just acting up. 20-7 is our score. 20-7 with 2:21 remaining. And Max Granger to kick it away. Leading by 13 are the Highlanders, and back to receive. That's Hoffman on the near hash and Henderson on the far. Henderson with a nice touchdown run earlier, I should say, in this second period. And caught and out to the 30 there.
Silver Creek will take over 1st and 10.
So we're going to see what's going to happen here now without Caden Oliver in here.
2:14 remaining. 1st and 10, ball on the 30.
And Darius Gray is coming back in at quarterback. And that's quite a blow for Silver Creek to have lost their starting quarterback.
So Darius Gray, number 6, in at quarterback, and then timeout as a little miscommunication there. We will keep it here. Folks, we will try to get our scoreboard up and running for the second half. Unfortunately, it seems to be throwing things off here. The home Dragons have a couple of timeouts left. The Floyd Central Highlanders have 1. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line with 2:14 remaining here in this first half for the Dragons. Pitch back and short runner there. And that was Sam
Kahn on the carry.
Sophomore.
But I'm not sure they're going to be able to do anything else the rest of this half until they can get in there and work something at halftime, figure out
Talk through what they want to do.
Yeah, what kind of game plan they want to have now with Darius at quarterback. I see there's 2 more young men, a sophomore and a freshman, warming up down here.
So Oliver again went to the locker room here a few moments ago. That's Kahn again on a carry on the left. And not much of a gain there.
No
gain. No gain.
Yep.
So it brings up 3rd and 10, maybe even 3rd and 11. Harrison on the tackle there for Floyd Central.
You know, when this happens, you not only lose your quarterback, but you lose your team leader, and you lose the guy that everybody looks to.
Right.
In case when you're behind, and now you look and he's not there anymore. So it just is like a waterfall effect with your team.
Henderson and Calhoun come to the near side at wide receiver. Great. Looks to throw. He's got a man.
Good.
And caught. That's
Good.
Calhoun on this sideline. He's got a first down and a couple more yards. So
nice play.
Chase Calhoun with a nice play there.
Nice pass by Darius, a little running pass. Good play by Darius Gray. Good for him. Now, all of a sudden now, your teammates begin to gain some confidence in what you're doing. And maybe Darius can take us to victory. Come on, Darius. That's what they're saying in the huddle. Come on, Darius. Keep it going.
So 1st and 10 on the Silver Creek 46. Calhoun goes to the far side. Henderson near. That's Kahn in the backfield. And on the option play, bouncing it outside. And Darius Gray will get near the first down marker. Looks like he's going to be shy by a yard. Nope, they're going to say yes, a yard or two shy.
Apparently the guys working the change didn't realize
think so.
that. They
Yeah,
started
they thought
moving.
It was good. They started to move, yep.
Darius makes a nice move. Cody Bebelhouse is a really good player, hard-nosed, aggressive player. Darius Gray put a little swivel hip on Cody and boom, had him faked out.
So now looking to throw is Gray.
Throw
Here
it.
comes the
Just
pressure,
throw
though.
it.
And
just throw it.
Going to throw it downfield. He has a man, and it drops through the hands of Charles Berkeley. He ran around long enough that he had a man open. 39.1 seconds left. 3rd and 1. That was a good time to try to go down the field.
Yeah,
a
it was
bit,
very
though.
good.
Sure.
Very
Yep.
good. So that's what we said. 3rd and 1. What's 2nd and 1? Is that a passing down or a running down?
Well,
That's, to me, it's a passing
down.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
So now 3rd and 1. Again, passing down, running down.
Yeah. Right now, well, you got 4th down, but you only have 39 seconds. So.
Yep. Do have a couple of timeouts in your pocket. Hoffman is back in the game. More of an I formation backfield.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Hoffman had the lead blocker, but the Floyd Central Highlanders read that. I'll tell you what, though, he fell forward, did Hoffman, and it is going to be really close to the line.
And I think they're going to give him the first down.
Well, where he set the ball.
Let's see where they put the ball. Now, where the field judge has it marked.
It's going to be right on it. They're going to have to measure this one.
Yeah.
It is going to be close.
I'm not so sure. The umpire.
They're going to say 4th and inches.
I don't think
So
the
4th
umpire.
and inches.
I don't think the umpire marked the ball where the head linesman wanted it to be marked.
Again, this time to the up back, and he falls forward and gets the first down. And we're going to have a timeout on the field. We will keep it here, having fulfilled our obligations. 20.4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Coach Papp felt the same way I did. I just saw him discussing that mark with the head linesman over here on his sideline. I think he felt the same way I did, that the head linesman had that marked as a first down. The umpire moved the ball back. That cost him 19 seconds.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be close either way, and that maybe just bringing out a measure, because I thought it was even placed where the line judge wanted it to be.
Yeah.
It was going to be awfully close. So, 1st and 10 from the 37. We have seen Gray throw the ball.
Yep.
He had a man open and converted to Calhoun a few moments ago. If you're just joining us, Caden Oliver threw for 1 touchdown here in the second quarter before retiring to the locker room. Oliver to Henderson, 62-yard touchdown play.
So let's let Darius run here to the right and throw a little pass out here to the right.
As here comes some pressure. And throwing out to the right, but unfortunately couldn't find his man, Henderson, as the ball
That's all right.
carried him out of bounds.
That's all right. Nah, let's see. I wonder if you have an okey-doke play. You know, one of those skiddly mooch trickeration okey-dokes.
Okey-dokes,
yeah.
okay. That's a okey-doke is a new one, but
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, well, everybody's got one they keep in their back pocket in special occasions.
15.4 seconds left. As Oliver, 2nd and 10, rolls left. Here comes the defense. Clearing out some space. Now he's going to tuck, run, Granger, and then brought down. And that's going to leave just 3.5 seconds left. It will be a first down. It will be a first down, so the Dragons have some time, and we have them as having one more timeout. And they clocked it. So it will be 2nd and 10 with 0.9 seconds remaining.
Good finger.
Block stop brings up a 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10 with less than a second on the clock. So time enough for one play, Coach.
Yeah, they just fire it up. You got nothing to lose.
2nd and 10, ball on the 29.
Hail Mary, just get all your receivers clustered together. Now,
Gray
throw it.
Looks to throw. Right side has a man and falls harmlessly to the turf. The Dragon player, the intended receiver, Tyler Bach, wanted a bit of an interference there, but the clock expires on the first half. So we will step away and hear from some of our great GLICOD sponsors when we come back. Halftime show brought to you by Centra Credit Union here on GLICOD.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
In one fell swoop, one innocent city will be left with one burning question.
What? No.
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
The second game of the season, I popped my shoulder out of socket, so I went to the doctor a few weeks later, and they referred me to priority radiology to get an arthrogram. It was about a day later that they told me the news that I tore my labrum. Since I got the results back so quick, I got to start doing physical therapy and everything quicker, which made my recovery process a lot quicker, and I'm thankful for priority radiology for getting the results back that fast.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
What makes a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Centra Credit Union. For banking and financial services that are centered around you, visit Centra.org.
Floyd Central and Silver Creek here at halftime from Silver Creek High School on GLICOD. And it's time for Centra Credit Union's halftime. Halftime presented to you by Centra Credit Union, centered around you. And, Coach, let's briefly talk. Go ahead and give us your brief overview, and then we'll talk about the scoring.
Well, I thought Floyd Central came out and just was going to dominate the game. I mean, first two scores, quick passes, running the ball well. And Silver Creek came back and answered with a long pass play for a touchdown. And then Floyd Central kind of stalled. They really haven't done much. That one last drive, they finally took it in the end zone, just running old school isolation plays off tackle. But I think Silver Creek has held their own against a team that's probably a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and probably a little bit better. Unfortunately for Silver Creek, losing your starting quarterback is a blow.
Absolutely. So scoring went as follows. Floyd Central scored first, 7:17 left on the clock, first period. Pass play, Robertson to Eli Branham for 24 yards. Granger with the extra point, 7-0. Then to make it 14-0 at the end of the first, another Robertson to Branham pass play, 62 yards that time, Granger with the kick. With 11:34 left in the third quarter, Silver Creek, Caden Oliver to Bryce Henderson on the touchdown pass, 62 yards. Troutman with the extra point, made it 14-7. And then Floyd Central with 2:21 remaining in that second quarter. Rushing touchdown by Cody Biebelhauser. Max Granger kick was no good. Well, let's jump away. Had a really nice chance to catch up with John Dablow, the AD of these Silver Creek Dragons, and you will hear from him when we return halftime here. Central Credit Union bringing you this halftime on GLICOD.
A credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
I'm your cat. And ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is 1 billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like meow.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone, on their back, and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net. You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football from GLICOD.
It is halftime here between the Floyd Central Highlanders and the Silver Creek Dragons, and I have on the phone with me, leading up to this game, athletic director John Dablow of these Silver Creek Dragons. And John, I know you've got just so much going on here with fall sports. Fall is such a busy time. I guess first, let's just ask you briefly just how things are going for fall sports at Silver Creek this year.
Oh, I tell you, we're off to another great start here. You know, volleyball team's doing great. Girls and boys soccer, great. Football had a nice win last week. I hope we can follow it up this week as well. And cross country has won a couple of tournaments there. And we got girls golf going on, and tennis is rolling. So I really hope I didn't forget anybody there. But no, we're all doing great, and my coach is doing great. And it's off to another great start at Silver Creek.
Well, I'm actually glad you tried to do the list, because I was thinking through it in my head and decided I didn't want to try to do it for fear I would forget somebody. I know there's all kinds of stuff going on. Plus, winter sports are just not that far away. They're all getting ready to spool up, correct?
Yeah, in fact, this week we started our limited contact period, and that will go up until the start of winter sports. So they get 2 days a week. So my winter coaches are already in the gym back at it, and hard to believe it'll be here before we know it. And looked at hard to believe it. We're already at September as well.
Well, now too, Silver Creek is certainly growing, and it has grown and is growing. What sorts of things are going on facilities wise? Because I know too, anytime athletic directors always you've got to keep things up and going. But I'm sure you've got projects going on. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, well, we're very, very excited. You know, we're getting all brand new outdoor facilities. We're getting new softball field, new baseball field, new football stadium, soccer, track, everything. And we were super excited. If you look down where the baseball field used to be, our baseball field is gone. Our softball field is gone, and you'll see giant piles of dirt at the north end of our football field. And that's where our new football stadium will be. As soon as the football season and soccer season are wrapped up, then they were going to take and bulldoze the football stadium under, and that will be where our baseball and our softball field will be located. Everything is going to be turf. You know, we really think we're going to have one of the finest facilities here. You know, we got to keep up with the Joneses a little bit around this area, but we're just so happy and thankful for, you know, having a school board that wanted and put a priority to our facilities. And we've had some construction woes that we needed to work around, but we're you know, the end result is definitely worth anything that we have to do right now to get over that. But very, very excited, and you know, we're playing Floyd Central, who has unbelievable facilities, and we're trying. That's the level that we're trying to match here at Silver Creek.
Well, and of course, I'm sure that adds then just that one extra little level of duties through your day. But I'm just kind of curious, and I think folks who are watching might be curious a little bit about what a sort of a normal day would look like for an athletic director, a school your size, because I'm sure there are things going from literally sun up to sundown and duties that you have. Just walk us through what kind of a normal day might look like.
Gosh. Oh, well, it depends, right? That's the beauty of the job. You never know what you're going to get, what the day will present. But I don't know. Normally I get to school 7:15, and you know, from then until I do a lunch duty at about 10:30. So that's really my chunk of time in the morning there to get, I guess, my core work done, and sending emails, confirming with officials, sending and communicating with the other ADs, and making sure we're on the same page with all that stuff, and finding my workers and doing everything like that. And then, like I said, my lunch duties come, and then after lunch, you know, we'll see. Lately, it's been a construction question here or there, or come take a look at this, or you know, look at that. And then once the school day ends, then it's a revolving door of whether it's coaches or athletes or something coming in the office. And then once the games start, it's, you know, getting everything set up for the game, making sure we do have those officials, making sure my coaches are ready to go, and then once the game is over, closing up shop and making everything is put away so we can go back to having school the next day. So, you know, being a former football coach, I was used to kind of the schedule during the fall, and now I have that schedule the whole year. So, you know, it's some very long hours, but it's very enjoyable. Our kids and our coaches are great. Our administration, our teachers are great, and so, you know, it's been a blast, and hopefully I don't look at it as work. I'm still enjoying it, and you know, we'll keep it. Let's put it this way: I will be here as long as they decide to keep me, I guess. So.
Well, I wanted you to walk through that because having talked to lots of athletic directors, I don't think the general public sometimes knows the behind the scenes that goes on. So thank you for doing that for me. And thank you so much for having us here tonight for this ball game. You guys are always so great to have GLICOD out, and we're very appreciative of that. So thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome, and we appreciate GLICOD and what you guys do for Southern Indiana athletics, and being able to broadcast those. And you know, there's other parts of the state and the country that don't have this opportunity. So we are grateful for everything that you guys do for us, and we can't wait for this new stadium, and we can actually fit all of you guys in the press box at the same time. So, we're looking forward to that.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks again. Go Dragons.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
This second shift. This old pair of pants. This staycation. This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life. Your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voyner's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're up front with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Family-owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
GLICOD on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/GLICOD.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football from GLICOD.
Halftime and our score, the Floyd Central Highlanders 20 and the Silver Creek Dragons 7. Are you looking to improve your career? Globe in New Albany is seeking pipe fitters, welders, and laborers starting at $16 an hour plus benefits. Call 812-596-WELD. That's 812-596-WELD or visit globefabhiring.com. globefabhiring.com. We will return. Second half action forthcoming for you here tonight from Silver Creek High School on GLICOD.
Cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever. The Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department. You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football from GLICOD.
And as we are counting down the last 40 seconds to the second half. Halftime just about to expire here. 20-7 our score. Coach, we were just talking during the break there. Relatively clean ball game in the first half. 3 penalties for Floyd Central, 1 for the Dragons. No turnovers either side of the ball.
Oh, well, no, it was a good, clean game, and both teams played well. I was impressed how Silver Creek kind of held Floyd Central off for as long as they did. Now, you know, you're losing your starting quarterback. You go in at halftime. Coach Pep gets the rest of the team. Let's rally around Darius. Let's make this as good as we can for Darius. Let's everybody block a little harder, run a little harder, catch a little better. Let's all rally around Darius.
As Caden Oliver is on the sideline. Thank you, Jeff Cooper, for pointing that out. Again, your broadcast team tonight. Jeff Cooper running the computer. Christian Sanchez upstairs running the camera. I'm Dr. Todd Carter and Coach Jim Kazmarek, our analyst for this evening's Southern Indiana High School.
And he is putting his shoulder pads on, and he is putting his jersey on.
It looks like maybe he's going to be out.
Well, that's good. Usually when they take their shoulder pads off.
That's bad, yep.
Yeah.
Squib kick to the up back, and nice run back of about 12 yards there. I think that is Vince Kessinger on that run back.
Was it 33 or 13?
I thought it was 23. Oh, maybe it was 33. If it was 33, then my apologies. It's Garver Kelly.
Garver Kelly, and I thought it was 13, which would have been Leaf Triplett. So all 3 of those guys could have been the ball carrier. At least we got the 3 right.
We got the 3 right. I'm sure of that.
All right, well, let's see what Floyd Central now, when they've come out at halftime, what have they decided they want to do now? Are they going to just keep pounding it? It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're in there kind of a spread offense.
Granger in motion.
Jet sweep.
Jet sweep to Granger. He kind of cut back and then forward. Gain of 3 or 4. That's an awful long run to gain 3 yards, but I think that's what they're going to give him.
From the left hash to the right out of bounds for a 3-yard gain. You're right. That's a long run for 3 yards.
2nd and 7. Don't let the yard marker fool you there. They flipped it over to 4th. They'll get it fixed there.
There we go. Now it's, yes, it is. It's 2nd.
Robertson calls for it. Handoff. And that's Gibson again. Gibson has been a real workhorse back here with Mitchell Bernardi out.
He has. A good, strong, hard runner.
Good, strong, hard run as the Highlanders on this first possession. They won the opening kickoff and deferred.
So it looks like their decision at halftime was let's just keep pounding the ball.
Yep.
Pound it. And they could be looking at this because I want to see how well we can run the ball.
So Robertson, handoff. Now this time the Silver Creek Dragons knew that was coming on 3rd and about 3. They will back up, and it's going to be 4th and 5.
That's a good.
And the punt team comes onto the field.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Good penetration. The front 4 of Silver Creek, front 3 actually, did a good job of penetrating. That was going to be a little counterplay. They had a man pulling, and the area he vacated was where the defense penetrated.
So Granger gets the punt up.
That's what we expect.
Yes, over the head of Henderson and into the end zone for a touchback. Didn't quite take the role that Granger would have liked, but he had a 15-yarder in that first half. Yeah. And you're right, that was very uncharacteristic of Max Granger.
Right, and you know, when you watch, especially college and pro football, punting of the ball has changed dramatically. Some of these teams now use this, what they call the rugby punter, where the punter gets the ball and runs, and then he kicks it as he's running, which to me is crazy, but it works. The other thing they do now is the punter, instead of laying the ball out and kicking it as if they have the point, they kick the point of the ball, which again is like, I never taught that. I don't know why, but it seems to work because it makes the ball hit and bite.
Henderson in motion. Oliver pitch out to Henderson around that left side. Nearly tripped up, but broke through that and has a gainer of about 3 to 4. They're going to say 5, so 2nd and 5.
That's a good first down run. Now you're ahead of the chains. you have a lot of options on 2nd and 5. You have a lot of options on what to do. Okay, I can gain 3 yards. I can get 4 yards on a run. Can I throw a pass? And
here we go. What are we pointing at?
We're pointing at the palm trees all lit
the
up.
green palm trees.
Yes, pretty cool. I just noticed that.
We'll have, no, not now, Christian, but at some point
watch the ball game.
Watch the ball game for now, but we'll get a shot of that later, folks.
Oh,
nice run there on first down. A host of Highlanders come up to make the tackle, but that's a first down and maybe a yard or two more. And that was Berkeley. Nice, hard run in there inside.
Good job. So Silver Creek now has come out and said, we're going to run the ball. We can run the ball. We think we can run the ball against Floyd Central. Let's do our running plays that we practice, and we can run the ball against Floyd Central's front. They're doing it with a little bit of a counter look where they're pulling some people and getting some extra blockers to the play side.
Man in motion. Inside handoff on a little delay there.
Yeah,
and Wyatt Hoffman with a nice gainer, couple 3 yards there.
That was pretty much all his extra effort there because he was pretty well stopped at the line of scrimmage. Great extra effort on his part.
So Hoffman with the nice carry makes it 2nd and 6.
Again, you're ahead of the chains. Anything above 3 yards on first down puts you ahead of the chains. Again, you have a lot of options on 2nd and 6.
So Oliver from the shotgun, inside handoff. Berkeley, this time the Highlanders, Jake Howes and company are there and met with a loss.
Yeah.
That's going to be, let's see what kind of loss they're going to say. That's going to be back about 2, maybe 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and either a long 7 or short 8.
And that put Silver Creek behind the chains now.
Yep. Well, now we haven't seen since Oliver went to the sideline, and he was noticeably upset, let's just say, in his physical countenance. You could tell he was not feeling well.
Right.
So let's see. We haven't seen him put the ball in the air, but glad to see him back. He's bouncing around okay.
Yeah.
And he's looking to put it in the air now. Now flushed. Looks to tuck it. Has the first down and a little more. Rough on him, but he knew when to pull that ball down and got the first down. Moves the chains for the Dragons. Nicely done.
Floyd Central coming from the left side. Silver Creek kind of slid their line all to the right to block, but somebody has to fill back to that right side. Either a running back or you step a guard out or the center steps out to cover that backside. Somebody didn't do that, forced Oliver to run, but he did a good job of running.
So Caden Oliver and company with the first down. Pitch back. Henderson with it, trying to get around the edge, and Max Granger comes up and makes a really nice open field tackle there.
That was one aggressive tackle.
It was.
Yeah, Max came up out of his safety spot and really put a load on the running back. And that's what you want your safeties to do. The safeties are not just back there for pass defense. They have to come up and help protect on the run.
As the Dragons head back to the line here, right in front of us, nearly to midfield.
2nd and 11, so we lost a yard on that play. I thought that was going to be a better play than it was.
And whistle dead. Flag on the play.
Delay a game again? No, it wasn't delay a game.
First penalty of the second half.
Illegal
procedure. Yep, false start for the Dragons. Just their second penalty of the game.
So now this puts them way behind the chains. So
and sorry about that glitch, folks. That's we thought we were away from it. But Dragons come back to the line. We'll get it back here sooner or later. Oliver looks to pass. Now flushed to the left side, looks to throw, and had a man but could not get it to go. That was Darius Gray.
Yeah. So third and a lot.
15.
Yeah, third and a lot.
They're saying 16 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's about 15.
That's what I thought, but that's okay.
I'm going to go with you, Todd.
Either way, it is a long way. So Oliver scampered for it last third and long. His receivers were pretty well covered. So let's see what the Dragons dial up. Put a man in motion, and I think that's going to be a legal procedure again.
Yeah.
So another penalty and a false start, and that's going to make it 3rd and 21.
Well, this drive started with some potential for Silver Creek, and they looked good. They were controlling it, got a couple first downs.
Yep.
And now they've had a minus yardage and 2 shoot-yourself-in-the-foot penalties. Now it's 3rd and 21, so not sure how many plays you have in your pocket that are 3rd and 21 plays. I know I didn't have that many.
Not many?
No, not many. If we made a 3rd and 21, it was because I had a really good player who made it happen on his own.
Yep, yards after catch or some such thing.
Yep.
Good individual. Berkeley around the left side, but he is drugged down by Asher Gibson.
That's safe play. I mean, people say, why did he do this 3rd and 21? Hey, 3rd and 21. Get what you can.
Live to fight another day.
Punt the ball. Let your defense hold them. Get some field position.
So Cooper Murley heads out to
Cooper.
Cooper Murley heads out to punt. Branham back.
Cooper scares me when he's back there to punt. He's a good player, but he drops that ball and
then boots it away.
And
Branham calls for the fair catch and catches it right at the 38-yard line. So we will take a break. 4:39 left here in this third period. 20-7 our score. Highlanders over the Dragons from Silver Creek on GLICOD.
Proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
Back to live action. Robertson, handoff. Gibson, right side. And Wyatt Hoffman was there and slowed the player down. Looked like a couple other Dragons came up and ended up making the tackle.
Well, I tell you who really messed that play up was 56 Brent Wilson and number 60 Elijah Bandy. They were the ones that penetrated and kind of messed up that whole play. 2 really good defensive plays there by 60 and 56.
2nd and 9.
And I see Eli Newman is out.
The big nose tackle.
Big nose tackle.
Yep.
So let's focus on our nose tackle. See what he does. He's penetrating, does a good job.
Gibson has a big hole, first down, runs into a couple defensive backs, spins out of that, well into Silver Creek territory, down inside the 40-yard line. Going to put the ball down on the 38.
Yeah.
Wow, big run there out of Gibson.
Strong run. He didn't want to go down, did he?
So Andrew Gibson.
Feet moving, rumbling, stumbling, did everything but fumbling.
145-pound junior on that run back.
Well, he's running bigger than 145 pounds, I can tell you. I got Biebelhauser back at tailback now.
Biebelhauser at tailback. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. And throwing out of that to Jake Howes. Howes over the middle. And Howes listed as a tight end, lined up in that inside receiver position. Nice play.
And that's that run-pass option where you fake it, ride the ball in there, the linebacker sucks up, you pull the ball out. The quarterback's probably, if it's taught properly, the quarterback is really looking at that linebacker. As he sticks that ball in there, he's looking at that linebacker. If the linebacker plays back, he just lets the ball go and lets the ball carrier take it. Linebacker comes up. There it is again.
There it is again.
Oh!
Only this time, Howes couldn't come up with it.
A little bit behind him. That would have been a tough one to come up with.
So second and 10.
Anyways, it's a really hard play to defend. As you're a defensive player, do I honor the run or do I stay back for the pass?
Sure.
I'm in a no-win situation.
Right. So going to that same play twice in a row, obviously the Floyd coaching staff saw something there that they thought they could take advantage of.
Well, watch the linebackers.
3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near.
See how quickly the linebackers.
Oh, now that time on that second down play, not much going there, just a couple of yards. Going to bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, that's our guy Brett Wilson and Elijah Bandy again, making penetration and stopping the play where it gets started. But I was watching the Silver Creek linebackers, and the Silver Creek linebackers never stepped up to honor the run because they were expecting that pass play again. So if those 2 defensive linemen for Silver Creek don't make the play, that's going to go for a long run.
2:22 remains here in this third period. This third period has gone quickly. Both teams happy running the ball, and that makes sort of the happy clock. Blown
again.
up. Max Granger blown up in the backfield for
Wilson.
A loss.
Brett Wilson, the 3 of the last 4 plays, he's been a factor. Big over penetration and great play on his part.
So 4th and probably 15 or so.
Brett is 6 foot 240, but he's playing.
He's playing bigger than that.
Well, he's playing much bigger than that because he's playing against a guy who's 294. So,
whoa.
He is playing. He's playing much bigger.
So Floyd content to keep it. Gonna launch it downfield and ends up being knocked out of bounds. And so Silver Creek gets the ball on the 28-yard line.
Yep, that was
1:21 remaining. Yep. We still need to fulfill an obligation here, so we are going to jump away. Take a quick break. Silver Creek with the ball when we return here on GLICOD.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from GLICOD.
First and 10 for the Silver Creek Dragons as they get the ball on downs. Handoff back, Berkeley, nice run, and it's about 8 on that. Just good, hard run there between the tackles.
That's good blocking by the right guard and right tackle for Silver Creek. They pinned both of the defensive linemen for Floyd Central inside. Really good running play, good blocking. Right guard, right tackle.
That would be normally Hobbs and Newman, but let's see. I don't know if and Hatfield actually the tight end. Yeah, Newman's in there.
Newman's in there.
Yep. Pitch back, and that was a little bit of a delay there. Just the timing was off, and the Floyd defense was all over that. Yeah. So going to back Dragons up a couple of yards.
Yeah, the timing was off, but Floyd Central's defense was not.
They were on, weren't they? In that case. 30 seconds to go as the clock runs here. This third period, again, going by quickly.
And I got to be, if I'm Silver Creek's coach right now, I'm very pleased. Hey, we've played them to a draw in this third quarter, and the fourth quarter is anybody's game. Funny things happen. Oh, boy.
Oh, a little broken up again. Oliver, pressure, and he's going to take the sack. And so that was big Jude Harrison, the senior for Floyd, as the quarter expires with that sack by Jude Harrison. 20-7 our score as we go to the fourth period. Come on back for this last quarter of action here on GLICOD.
Credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from GLICOD.
Back to live action. We're going to show you the trees briefly and then cut away back to the punt as good camera work there, Christian. Thank you. Christian Sanchez working on top of the box to show us both things. Those trees we were talking about earlier, I was thinking we're going to have about 10 seconds, those lovely trees, Coach.
I wonder if those people would invite us over there after. It looks like a party going on.
It kind of looks like it, yeah.
Maybe they invite us. So anyway, the play right before the end of the quarter there, Caden, one of the hardest things to teach your quarterback, who always has confidence that I can make something happen out of every play, is to just throw it out of bounds, get rid of the ball, don't lose 20 yards. So basically, Floyd's got the ball on the 46, 47, 48-yard line.
Yep.
They really should have it 20 yards further back, because that 20 yards that they lost on that play was made up on that punt.
No score in the third quarter, and play whistle dead. Going to be a penalty coming in somewhere. I don't see the flag, but, that was a procedure penalty against Floyd. Their first of the second half. That will back them up 5 yards. Floyd penalized 3 times in the first half, just once thus far in the second, and only 1 penalty for the Dragons in the first 2 in this half.
So, very clean game. No turnovers yet.
No turnovers
yet. Very
yet.
few penalties. Nothing. You don't see any misbehaving on the players' part. They're just playing good, hard football.
So, fourth quarter just underway. And out to Biebelhauser, and he caught that ball, but it was a gain of maybe a half yard.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the ball was thrown very low.
Yeah.
Really all it did was move the ball from the near hash to the far hash.
If that's what their intent was, it was a good play. Other than that, that was a long pass for not much of a gain.
So, on second down, Robertson, man back there in the backfield with him. Here comes pressure. Robertson steps up, tucks it, gets around Murley, gets hit and brought down after a good 7 or 8 yard gain. Going to make it third down and about 5. Darius Gray on the tackle.
Yeah,
there.
and good pass coverage on Silver Creek's part. He didn't have a receiver open. But you see the difference in running between Caden and Tristan. Tristan runs forward. He step up in the pocket, nothing.
Run forward. Yep. So, ball on 43-yard line. Third and about 5. Line to gains the 38. 2 wideouts near, 2 wideouts far for Floyd Central. And thrown and caught. That will be good, I believe, for the first down.
Yeah.
That's Kaiser.
Yeah.
Isaac Kaiser. And that moves the chains.
See, that's that's a good 7-yard pass. First down, move the chains.
And Isaac Kaiser, 6'3", 175-pound sophomore. He's also the third-string quarterback for these Highlanders.
Brett Wilson's out, and Walker Hoffman is now playing defensive tackle. He's their good left offensive tackle. They got him in playing defensive tackle now.
Robertson, handoff, Gibson.
Good, nice job.
Falls forward for a good 4 yards.
Yeah, nice job by Hoffman. He's an offensive lineman. They got him in playing defense now to give 56 a break, and he does a good job. He's got his arms extended, and he's warding off the block, and then he disengages from the block and makes a nice tackle. Good player. He's only a sophomore, I believe. Yeah, 6'6", 260. I think that's a young man with a future in college football, as big as he is, and he moves his feet well, and that was a good, impressive play at defensive tackle. I'm going to watch him again.
So Highlanders, 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right on the near side. Robertson off to Branham, and he kept the ball right up to the line of scrimmage and then pitched it forward. That's going to be another first down.
One of the hardest things to teach young kids, young linemen, especially defensive linemen, is you can't stand up and look around to see what's happening. You've got to fire straight out and then react to the pressure that you feel. If your pressure is over here, that means the ball's over here.
Yep.
If the pressure's over here, that means the ball's going over here. You can't stand up and look around.
Kaiser comes to the near side. Now I formation. Handed off to the up back. And he goes for more than I thought he was going to go to. Biebelhauser just kept the legs churning there. I thought it was going to be about a 2-yard gain. Ended up being about a 8-yard gain, they're saying.
Yep. And that's both backs that we've seen, Biebelhauser and
Gibson,
both run after hit. Just keep their legs moving, carry the pile, doing a good job.
So Biebelhauser, the up back, Gibson,
Biebelhauser,
tailback, and that was Biebelhauser again on the dive, fullback dive, and it's going to be really close to that first down marker. Let's see if the white hat asks for a measurement. No, we've got an official's timeout as we've got a player down on the field.
Eli.
Well, let's use this opportunity to go ahead and catch one of our fourth quarter breaks. 8:16 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Highlanders lead the Dragons 20-7. Come on back for more on GLICOD.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug-Free Communities and Our Place.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from GLICOD.
As Floyd Central heads back to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 from about the 12-yard line. Handoff. No, Robertson on the keeper, escapes again, bowls over a man for a 2-yard gain, but that was a hard run for a couple-yard gain and a little extra wear and tear on your quarterback.
Yeah. 6 foot 201. He's a load. He's a big young man. Plays bigger than he really is.
It's going to bring up 2nd and about 8.
I don't think running is his strength.
Well, that was obviously a design run too. Of course, they've been diving the ball, but
right there.
Silver Creek didn't bite. Now here goes Gibson with the dive, or that was just following the fullback.
We call that an isolation play.
With the carry.
Quarterback turns, hands it to the tailback. Tailback runs straight ahead, right behind the fullback. The guard blocks one way, the tackle blocks the other. The linebacker's got people coming right at him.
Yep.
And we isolate that linebacker, and fullback hits him, and ball carrier breaks right or left.
So, 3rd and about 2 here with the ball just inside the 5-yard line. So Floyd Central can get a first down without getting into the end zone. And a penalty marker comes in. That's going to back the Highlanders up.
Yeah, it sure is. Quarterback didn't let his players get set. He came out of the huddle, snapped the ball. He didn't let his players get set. They were not set. That was like a penalty on the whole team. Nope. Picked up the flag.
Timeout. So I get to scratch out my mark. And 6:29 remaining here. We will actually keep it here. I am quite certain we will have another opportunity, but we have a timeout on the field. Let's review all the scoring in the first half. It was Floyd Central that called the timeout, Jeff.
Yeah.
So all our scoring in the first half, none so far in the second. 2 passing touchdowns, Robertson to Branham, 1 for 24 yards, 1 for 62. Granger knocked through both of those point-after touchdowns to make it 14-0 at the end of 1. Silver Creek scored just underway in the second quarter. Passing touchdown, Oliver to Bryce Henderson for 62 yards. Troutman on the extra point made it 14-7. And then just as the second quarter was wrapping up, Cody Biebelhauser with the 6-yard rushing touchdown. Max Granger's extra point, no good. As Robertson, handoff. Gibson, he's got the first down, keeps it churning, touchdown.
Yeah, it's kind of overpowered Silver Creek. Silver Creek's defense looks like they're kind of wore down right now. They've been going against guys that are a little bit bigger and stronger, and they just look like they're wore out.
Andrew Gibson with the 4-yard rushing touchdown with 6:24 remaining here in the fourth quarter. That's our first score of the second half. So Floyd tacks on another 6, and Max Granger looks to boot it through. And it is up, and it is good. So Max Granger with the extra point makes it 27-7. Floyd Central over the Silver Creek Dragons. Let's step away, hear from some of our great GLICOD sponsors. We'll be back for more fourth quarter action for you here from Silver Creek on GLICOD.
Tailgate or tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today.
This portion of tonight's game on GLICOD is brought to you by the W.M. Kelly Company in New Albany. Apply today for a rewarding career in metal manufacturing. For more, visit WMKelly.com.
Max Granger to boot the ball away after the extra point. And Coach, as I wrote in the GLICOD Southern Indiana preview article, I had the Highlanders and wrote about Max Granger and Cody Biebelhauser and Jake Haas, and the fact that Max Granger basically doesn't leave the field. He's been in on special teams. Yep. He's been in on, I think the only thing maybe he's not in on is punt return. But other than that, he's been in the game. Squib kick, and
had a hard time.
Darius Gray, hard time handling it, but he still picked it up and got it out to the 30, maybe 1 yard line. So ended up being a a nice run back, and Darius Gray with that return.
Yeah, and Max, his first 2 kickoffs were in the end zone. But because he never comes off the field, he's got to be tired. His legs got to be tired. And as a result, his kicks are not going to be quite as long and quite as accurate. And you can even see that in the last extra point that he kicked.
6:14 remains as Gray comes back in on quarterback. And I was looking around to see if I could see Oliver.
He's over here on the sideline talking to the coach.
Again.
He's got his helmet off, and he's probably done for the night. It
yeah,
looks like.
It could be. Could very well be. He's got a wet towel around his head, just trying to cool off, I believe. So 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Darius Gray back in at quarterback. Hand off inside. Oh, nice run there. Absolutely. And that was Sam Kahn.
Sam Kahn, nice run. Yeah, good burst of speed.
8-yard pickup. Going to make it 2nd and 2.
All right, pick up the first down, keep the ball, keep the clock moving.
Well, and that's Floyd's 12th defender now is the clock.
Right. And Silver Creek is kind of playing left-handed now without their starting quarterback.
Kahn again on the run.
And
that was Asher Gibson on the tackle.
It's not like Darius doesn't have experience playing quarterback. He did it all last year. So, I mean, he knows the plays. He knows how to be a quarterback. But the team's got to rally around him now. That's what we talked about coming out at halftime when we thought he was going to be the second half starting quarterback. But now the fourth quarter, the team's got to rally around him. Come on, let's block a little harder, play a little harder, run a little harder.
1st and 10. Hoffman in motion. Gray looks to air it out.
Got a man
throws
open.
It down the field. Oh, knocked away from Bryce Henderson. Flag comes in, and that will be 15 yards and an automatic first down. So penalty flag comes in. I expect that's going to be 15-yard penalty. The body language of the Highlanders sure would say that. Just the second penalty. So pass interference, just the second penalty of the half for the Highlanders, but that's a biggie because that's a 15-yard walk-off and an automatic first. Well, not automatic, excuse me, but a 15 first down because of that walk-off. Mind, folks, it's different in high school than, for instance, in the NFL where it's a spot foul.
Yeah.
So. Man in motion. And Gray on the design keeper. And big pile there.
That's actually a rule. If you could change some rules, the pass interference penalty, I think 15 yards is excessive on pass interference. I think should be a 10-yard penalty, but an automatic first down. I think 15 is just excessive because so often when you're watching the game, there is so much hand, like we talked about holding off the player with your arm.
Yeah, sure.
Could that be considered pass interference? You're impeding the receiver, so that could be pass interference. So there's so much that could happen. 10-yard penalty with automatic first down is, to me, it makes more sense.
So Gray looks to throw, has a man, Hoffman, and Hoffman ends up going down before he can get to Eli Branham. But will that move the chains? If it doesn't, it's going to be really close.
Now they're going to measure.
They're going to measure?
First down.
First down. Man in the white hat says first down. So 4:16 remaining, 20-point lead for the Highlanders. Again, at this point, the clock is one of the biggest defenders for the Highlanders. Oh, as Henderson just about gave the football up, corralled it back. But Bryce Henderson did get it back, nearly fumbled that away.
He's trying to change hands. He's running to the right. He's trying to get the ball back in the right side where it belongs. And when he's changing hands, he's fumbling the ball. And there's a technique that you practice on how to teach when you're running and you want to change hands, you have to take that hand and reach all the way over to the point and drag it over.
Yep,
the chest.
I've seen players at many levels doing it that way. So going to be second and long here. Henderson in motion again.
There's a little counter play. Good.
Yep, nice play.
That's an old Trey Shane play right there.
Right, yep, right up the middle.
That's the one Trey Shane made 1,000 yards rushing in his high school career. That little counter play, he was a wizard at that.
That time, I believe, was it Hatfield was the ball carrier? I believe. So it's going to make it 3rd and 11. Clock under 3 minutes now. 2 wideouts to the near side. Man in motion. That was Hoffman. Gray out to the right, throws it, has a man. That's Henderson, and he runs out of bounds. That's going to be near the first down marker. No, it is going to be a first down. Chains will move. Bryce Henderson having a really nice game this evening.
And Darius Gray is doing a real nice job of coming in, taking over the quarterback duties for Caden, and maybe Darius has decided, you know what, I kind of like being quarterback.
Well, there you go. First and 10. Play to the left side, a little trickery there. And that's going to be ahead to Tyler Bach. It's going to be a nice gain of about 8 yards.
And that was the play that Floyd Central's run pretty successfully, where you freeze that linebacker with that fake.
Yep.
And it hit the slot receiver.
Well, and so far from what I can tell, as you mentioned, Coach, because Darius Gray obviously playing quarterback all last year. I mean, he's had the playbook here. They've done a little bit of everything. They started with just some runs with him, or handoffs, but they certainly have opened things up. Now, design to open things up there on the right. I think that one fell harmlessly to the turf.
It did. I couldn't across the field down by the end zone. It's hard to see if that was on target and dropped or just short.
So 3rd and 2, and we have a timeout on the field. So timeout for Floyd Central, and we will take another quick break, and when we return, we'll have the last couple of minutes of action for you here on GLICOD.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from GLICOD.
.158 remains here at Silver Creek High School. The Floyd Central Highlanders leading the Silver Creek Dragons 27-7. A 3rd and a long 2 play coming up for the Dragons. Gray, handoff to Berkeley. He's met at the line of scrimmage.
No, he's still
tries to bounce it outside. Nice block by Gray. Then a big bang, helmet to helmet. And a Floyd player down, and he's still down. He's calling for the sidelines.
No, he's up. He's up. Good.
Up? Okay,
yep.
That's good. It was Eli Branham.
Walk him off the field. Come on.
That's good. That was one heck of a hit.
field.
And That's one of those, you hear helmet to helmet, you think intentional. That was just two players coming at each other.
Nothing intentional. I mean, the ball carrier put his head down. The tackler was already committed to a tackle. In college, that would have been a penalty. That would have been a targeting penalty. Yeah. And it really wasn't. I mean,
it was short, though, so it's going to be 4th and 1 for the Dragons.
Yeah, the score here kind of gives them a little bit of momentum going into next week's game.
So, Gray
tried to dry him offside. Didn't work. Call timeout.
Didn't work. So timeout. We will keep it here. 1:21 remains. I want to thank everybody that bore with us there in the first half as we had some computer glitches. We think we figured out what it was with our scoreboard, our score box, I should say, and got that all fixed up. And we have had a good and clean second half. Jeff Cooper endeavoring to get you the ticker as the game ends, get you some scores. And thank again, Christian Sanchez, for running our camera on top of the box. I'm Dr. Todd Carter and Coach Jim Kazmarek here with me. We don't, as of yet, know our destination next week, so I'm going to ask you to please stay tuned to GLICOD social media, as that decision will be made overnight, I hope.
I do too.
And
I'm a little – I'll let him run this play. I think Sam Garen's going to get the ball right up the middle. There you go.
Right up the middle.
And Floyd was waiting for it.
They
had scouted that. And I've been noticing this all game. Why is there blood on my window right in front of me?
I'm not sure.
That was.
I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's something else.
That
Coach.
is that. That must have been one big bug that got squashed up there.
Might have been.
I've been looking at that all
Folks,
night.
I'm sorry. We have no camera to show you that.
Yeah, that's good, too. It's probably a good thing.
So Silver Creek first down
come
on that 1 yard gain. Clock winds, and Floyd Central defense here, they've given up 7, but after giving up 90 the first two games, 45 each. There goes Hoffman around the side.
Yep.
And is he in? No, run out of bounds.
There's some really good blocking on the corner
was.
by Silver Creek. Their tight end and their flanker out there did a really, really nice job of blocking. I thought he was going to get in.
So that's going to make it second down and about 2, I think.
Yeah, second and goal, about the 1, I think. Yeah, about 2. You're right, about 2.
Something like that.
So nice time now would be to fake that isolation play. They're in that power eye thing, and let Darius come around, fake it, and let the quarterback keep it.
Runs right into the pile there. Now some Silver Creek Dragons saying touchdown.
Yeah.
Yes, touchdown. And Wyatt Hoffman on the touchdown run.
Well, good for Darius Gray, and that's good for Silver Creek. That'll help practice this week. You know, they know they can push the ball against a bigger team. They can move the ball against a team that's got bigger, stronger players.
So Wyatt Hoffman, senior, with the 2-yard touchdown run. Carly Troutman sets up. And, booted that one. That's her first extra point miss of the season. And that was just not a great snap and could not get that down. So 27-13 our score now. We will just keep it here with less than a minute to go.
And you know, Carly's done a really good job kicking for Silver Creek. I think what happened there, although the snap wasn't the best, but their number 5 for Floyd Central, Milliner, I think his name
Milliner,
is.
yes.
He was the one. He came in there hard, and she may have seen that white uniform coming in. Maybe picked her head up just a little bit.
So on that missed extra point, 27-13. I know the Dragons. That's big for their morale too. To really work that ball all the way down the field. They took their time. They played Silver Creek Dragon football and punched that in and needed to do that.
All right, now, onside kick. Onside kick, get the ball back.
So
score and go for 14.
So Troutman will kick off, and rather than putting the ball on the tee, the ball is lying on the 40-yard line.
And Floyd Central's expecting an onside kick.
Crossways. I think with the ball lying like that, though, you couldn't get the ball up in the air, though. So I think it's just going to be kind of a squibber. Oh, no, it's popped up. It's into dead territory there. And fallen on. Can't see who that is for Floyd.
Number 9?
No, number 12.
Number 12.
Camden Harrod.
Camden
Harrod fell on that football.
Camden Harrod.
So 1st and 10 for the Highlanders.
Yeah, take 3 knees and shake hands.
Call it good.
Yep. 3 knees, shake hands. Don't call timeouts. Don't do anything silly.
So if things continue as they sure appear to be, the Highlanders will put one in the win column to go to 1-2 after losses to Mail and Manual the last 2 weeks. Those two 6A powerhouses in Kentucky KHSAA football. There's one knee. And they will have to take one more, and it will be the handshake line.
So you don't, as a coach, you never want to talk about moral victories. I think Silver Creek has got to be happy, not with the loss, but happy with the way they played and performed, the way they came back, the way they fought the second half.
Well,
they could have easily, when they were down 14-0 like that, the shock could have just been, let's get ready for next week. But they fought the whole game. Darius Gray came in off the bench to play quarterback, did a wonderful job for Silver Creek. So a lot to be proud of tonight. On the other side, Floyd Central did what they needed to do to win the game. They didn't do anything spectacular. They didn't have to. They ran the ball well. They overpowered a team that was a little smaller than them. And probably as the season progresses, they're going to be a team that's going to dominate in the Hoosier Hills Conference. So they got a good squad. I like Tristan Robertson at quarterback. He's got a good group of receivers. Biebelhauser's still one of my favorite players. Even though he's a great player, I just love saying his name, Biebelhauser.
Well, as the handshake line forms, let's go ahead and call it a game, and then we will have the post-game show for you upcoming as the Highlanders defeat the Dragons 27-13 from here at Silver Creek High School. Come on back for the post-game show on GLICOD.
Second game of the season, I popped my shoulder out of socket, so I went to the doctor a few weeks later, and they referred me to priority radiology to get an arthrogram. It was about a day later that they told me the news that I tore my labrum. Since I got the results back so quick, I got to start doing physical therapy and everything quicker, which made my recovery process a lot quicker, and I'm thankful for priority radiology for getting the results back that fast.
What makes a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
GLICOD on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/GLICOD.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure, but it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Visit them at 1510 Production Road in Jeffersonville to find the widest selection of batteries for any vehicle. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952.
27-13, our final here at Silver Creek High School, and our final score 27-13. The Highlanders scored 3 times in the first half. The Silver Creek Dragons won. The Highlanders' first 2 scores came on Tristan Robertson to Eli Branham passing on Robertson to Branham passing plays. First one for 24 yards, the second one for 62, putting the Highlanders up 14-0. Then Silver Creek scored just underway in the second period. Caden Oliver to Bryce Henderson on a 62-yard touchdown play. Carly Troutman on the extra point made it 14-7. For Floyd then with 2:21 left in the first half. Cody Biebelhauser with the rushing touchdown from 6 yards out, and that made it 20-7. That was our halftime score. No score in the third quarter. In the fourth, 6:24 left, Floyd Central scored on a Andrew Gibson rushing touchdown from 4 yards out. PAT kicked through by Max Granger, making it 27-7. And then in the fourth quarter, with 54 seconds remaining, Silver Creek with a Wyatt Hoffman rushing touchdown from 2 yards out. Troutman's extra point was no good, her first miss of the year, making it 27-13. Time to ask Coach Kaz for his thoughts on the ballgame there.
Well, I like Floyd Central was very businesslike. They took care of business. They did what they needed to do to win the game. They've had some injuries. They've probably had some other younger players in the game, but they were overpowering. They ran the ball well. They kind of overpowered Silver Creek. They did what they needed to do to get a victory, and they needed a victory. They really had to get off the schneid and get a victory. Silver Creek, on the other hand, played well, played hard. You expect that from Coach Pappenhaus's teams. Here's Coach's dilemma. He's going to have a little dilemma now because now he's got 2 quarterbacks. Darius came in and did a really nice job. Caden do it? I'm watching here in the field, and the cheerleader just got knocked over. And Darius did a good job. Did Caden do anything that would cause him to lose his job? You know, I've always said if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have any.
Oh boy!
You have to have a quarterback. You have to have the man, and that's a coach's dilemma. That's something Coach Pap's going to have to work through.
All right. Well, let's step away. When we come back, we'll have some final stats for you brought to you by German American Bank. And then coming up, most outstanding player. Next week's GLICOD schedule to be announced. Check on GLICOD.com and follow us on Twitter at GLICOD for details. So stay tuned to GLICOD to find out where we will be next Friday night. Well, let's step away here from some of our great GLICOD sponsors. And when we return, we'll have that German American Bank final numbers, final stats for you on GLICOD.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah!
1 second. I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up. Shut up, Jeff.
I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh. Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voyniers Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voyniers can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're upfront with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voyniers Auto and Truck Repair. Family owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
Nobody wants to be told that they have cancer. When you find out that you have cancer, you want to make sure and try to get it treated as quickly as possible. That's what Priority Radiology did for me. The time they saved me from fretting about it is something I can't repay. They got me my results within 3 hours. It's unheard of to get that kind of results that quick. I can't hardly tell you how important that was for my mental state. It really helped me get through that day.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from GLICOD.
Hey, look at tonight's final numbers from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910, and we'll use the number 2, and that is touchdown passes from Tristan Robertson to Eli Branham, both of those in the first quarter, and they put the Highlanders out 14-0. Robertson to Branham with those 2 touchdown passes and 2 touchdown catches, and in both cases, the 24-yarder, certainly Branham made a couple of moves to get to the end zone, but on that 62-yarder, he made a couple of moves and then just outran everybody.
Just accelerated. Yep.
Absolutely. So those are final numbers. Look at final numbers from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. Well, let's jump away one last time, and when we return, Coach is going to give us our most outstanding players of the ball game. So stay tuned for that. Again, I want you to follow GLICOD at GLICOD.com. Follow us on Twitter at GLICOD for details of where we will be next week as that decision is forthcoming. We want to make sure and get you a good game if we possibly can, so stay tuned for that. Well, we're going to jump away. When we come back, Coach will have our most outstanding players on GLICOD.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Hi, I'm Isaiah.
And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
When you first find out that you've been diagnosed with breast cancer, you feel like someone sucked the air out of you. I'm a mother and I have a granddaughter, and my first thought was, I need to know what is going on with my health. Priority Radiology made me feel better about the process. First person I saw was smiling. They were very compassionate, from the front desk to the technicians to the doctors. Leaving Priority Radiology left me with hope, knowing that early detection saved my life.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone, on their back, and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net.
I'm your cat. And ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is 1 billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like meow.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from GLICOD.
And our final score, 27-13, as we wrap things up here on the postgame show on GLICOD. It's time for tonight's Most Outstanding Players, presented by Mack Construction in New Albany. Experience, reputation, solutions. And time for Coach to list his most outstanding players. Thoughts, Coach?
Oh, I have some thoughts. First of all, I'm looking here. There's a young man on Silver Creek's bench that is probably very upset with the loss and the way he played and that he was injured. And that's Caden Oliver. And he's taking this very personally, I'm afraid. And I hate to see that because he needs to know that. And here comes a Floyd Central player to kind of talk to him a little bit. That's neat. And this is what. To me, this is what high school sports and sportsmanship, this is what it's all about. I get chills when I see stuff like this. This is what it's all about. Right there in front of us is what it's all about. One player upset that he didn't perform the way he thought he should, and he's just upset with himself, and the player from the opposing team comes and talks to him and says, you'll be all right, it's
Jake
okay,
House.
you had a good game, and it's just good. That's good stuff right there. Anyway, the other thing I love watching after games are over, when the football game's over, the football game's really not over, because as the players leave the field, all the little kids run out on the field, and they have another game. There's balls going, and they're tackling, and they're running. So if you ever want to stick around and watch another football game after the football game, watch the little kids run around the football, and that's great. To me, that's how you grow the game. You know, let the little kids out there and play and just have a good old time.
All right.
Okay.
Most outstanding.
All right, I'll get off of that. Most outstanding player for Silver Creek, it would be hard to pick anybody but Darius Gray. He comes off the bench, comes off the wide receiver spot to take over for quarterback in the middle of the second quarter, and hadn't played since last year at quarterback. Comes by the second half, Caden is good to go, and Darius comes back again in the fourth quarter, takes him down for a score, really looks good. So I got to say Darius Gray for Silver Creek.
Yeah,
for Floyd Central, they had a lot of players. Tristan Robertson is an outstanding player. Cody Biebelhauser is an outstanding. Max Granger never comes off the field. I don't know what they do if he.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
that's again,
sure.
that's a guy.
Would be a worry.
5 positions. You lose 5 positions if he's not on the field. But actually, to me, Eli Branham really had an outstanding game. So he would be my most valuable player tonight. Eli Branham, 2 touchdown catches. That second one, boy, when he worked 60 yards through the defense, looked really good. I liked him.
Absolutely. So those are tonight's most outstanding players presented by Mack Construction in New Albany. Experience, reputation, solutions. Well, that is going to wrap things up from here at Silver Creek High School. For executive producer Steve Bird, our camera operator was Christian Sanchez, our analyst, Coach Jim Kazmarek, Jeff Cooper running the computer here tonight from Silver Creek High School. I'm Dr. Todd Carter saying good night. You've been watching Southern Indiana High School football on GLICOD. Good night. God bless everybody.
From GLICOD, this has been Southern Indiana High School football. Tonight's game was brought to you by Jim Butner Auto in Clarksville, striving to keep you driving. Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page, he puts you in good hands. German American Bank, strengthening our community since 1910. Priority Radiology in New Albany, you have a choice. Interstate Batteries, the car battery auto techs prefer. Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Big O Tires, State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb, and Northside Security.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, GLICOD.com, Facebook and Twitter @GLICOD. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from GLICOD.